You could have gave up. Again, another point in your life where you could have gave up and said, you know what, forget about this. What caused you not to give up?
Like, there was nights I couldn't sleep. Like, I was just like, dang, like, my life horrible. Like, I just wanted to give up on everything. And then I'm like, man, like, this is what they want, though. They want me to give up. And I'm like, I can't give these people what they want because it won't. This is going to hurt me in the long run. So that's why you ever see my articles, I'm just here to prove people wrong. Like, when you just got all this adversity and people just trying to bring you down, you just want to prove everybody wrong and keep going. So they kind of like fuel my motor. Like, I started seeing the comments and stuff. This a kid, he's a bad kid anyway, blah, blah. And so that kind of just like fueled me. Like, I'm better than this. They don't know me, you know what I mean? So now that they don't know me, I'm going to show them. And just beating the odds again, like, freshman, sophomore year, like, you probably won't even graduate high school. You probably won't even make it in college football. You won't be qualified. Well, guess what? I'm graduating early. Like, you can't say that. I got my diploma already. I graduated January 4th. Did my online class, finished 3.5 this year. Like, what can you say about me now? he probably won't make it academic. Well, guess what? I did before you did. Now they like, oh, Harrisburg screwing in. There's no way. Come on, man. Ain't too much you can say no more. You know what I mean? Now I'm on my next step. Now I got to focus on getting my college degree. So once I get that, what else you gonna say then?
Basically.
You know what I mean?
Basically.
Oh, what? Penn State cheated too? What you gonna say? Penn State's one of the top 10 academic schools.
What you gonna say?
Yeah, like, I'm just gonna keep it rolling, man. I love this.
He put the work in where he know everything I put up is gonna go in. But as a coach, you can take confidence away from a player. Every mistake you do, take him out. Now you got him second guessing his talent. You know what I mean? So I always tell coaches, hey, what's scarier? A pit bull on a leash or a pit bull that's walking by himself? As a coach, you gotta let your pit bulls go.
It's your boy Big Star, man. I'm here with Coach Cal, man. You know, PA all day. We out here in San Antonio, man, holding it down, man. Talk to the people, man. Let them know what we're here for, man. We'll start there, man.
Well, right now, you know, we chilling out front of the Hyatt Regency right now, just enjoying ourselves. We here for Micah Parsons, Army, All-American game, San Antonio, Texas. You know, just supporting the young man, that's all.
No doubt. What are your thoughts just about the journey so far? You know, high school, you know, he spent 2 seasons with you at Harrisburg High.
One and a half.
One and a half, you know, at John Harris. You know, he's on his way to the next chapter, but so far, what are your thoughts, man? Just kind of reflecting back on his career, you know, with you, under you, just anything. What are your thoughts?
Man, he's doing a great job. All I can really talk about is my experience with him, and, you know, from the Micah Parsons that I met a year and a half ago to the Micah Parsons now, he's definitely, you know, he's matured a lot, and honestly, he's taken a lot of steps forward in that department, which I think was the biggest thing for him, you know, from an athletic standpoint. He is who he is, you know, his athletic ability, but, you know, it's the smaller things, which I think he really improved on.
Yeah, what are some things that you think kind of make him different and to kind of set him apart from his peers in different areas, I guess, or you know, what are some of his strengths, things you think he does well to kind of set him apart at times?
That's the thing, honestly, you know, just his size and his speed and his skill set is what I think sets him apart. Usually you have a big, strong guy, but they may not be able to move as fast, or they may not be as athletic.
Yeah.
I mean, he has the skill set of a skill guy, but then he has the size and the strength and the power, of a big guy, and that's what really sets him apart. But also, more importantly, what a lot of people don't really know and understand about Micah is that his understanding of the game is top notch. I mean, he's one of the smartest football players that I've ever coached.
So I've been hearing, I guess, the media and stuff like that. They've been talking about him possibly playing middle linebacker, possibly.
Yes.
Yeah. What are your thoughts about that? As far as just not thoughts about it, but just with his skill set and everything, and how do you think he's going to do in that position? I guess.
Well, my thing is and this is what I tell everyone, and whatever Micah put his mind to, he's going to be successful at that position. So I think, with him, if he does transition to play linebacker, there's no doubt in my mind that he can be one of the top linebackers in the country. Without a doubt in my mind.
Do it again.
Hold on. Was it 1, 2? Oh, wait. So we going to that? All right. So 1, 2. Breathe that bottle. So my jacket. Well, they broke up. Yeah. You see a lot of people, like, when we lost that playoff game, things could have went differently from coaching to player standpoint.
But that's referee. The game. That's the game. That's the game.
You start seeing people.
And that's a lesson.
Then you start seeing people getting down on a lot of people. I'm like, you can't really pinpoint on some things. I mean, a lot of people came out to see, when they see us fail, it's like, I told you it was going to happen.
That's what I'm saying.
So, like,
exactly. Because they wanted to be there and be like, I told you,
I mean, it's all gravy. And I mean, we're just going to keep the ball rolling.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
One other thing before I let you go, and then we'll continue the conversation. It's a good conversation. I was always curious as well, because I had, before we had started to hang out, and I saw, started to hang out with you on camera and meet your family and everything, I'd always heard about, this young kid, he got an offer from Penn State, because you said that kind of came around like your 9th grade year. Like, at what point did you start to gain like that national attention that led to like an offer around, and then how did that happen?
That's kind of like why I committed early, because like, I had the publicity and stuff.
Like, where from? Like, how? Like, how was you gaining that type of publicity? Like, from camps and stuff?
Just saw my play.
Like, which one?
Penn State. They saw me first. I guess people in the crowd know people. Like, a lot of people like, hey, you gotta come see this kid. Heard about this kid play.
From where? Like, from seeing you at camps and stuff?
CD. That's all it was. I didn't go to no camps my freshman or sophomore year.
Oh, so you wasn't like out there at the camps and with the number, doing this and that, social media. It was just from.
That's what I'm gonna say. If you know how to ball, people won't find you. I mean, they didn't know me from a dime a dozen. They just saw me playing, and people started texting each other. Hey,
and you wasn't from out there.
Yeah,
so,
you see them play. You see them play, blah blah.
So word just traveled.
Word just traveled.
Wow.
You gotta think the word is a strong word.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't go to a camp my junior year. I'm about to tell you this. My sophomore year, I started getting offer after offer.
Wow.
I had like 6 offers. At the end of my freshman year. Sophomore year came around. I ain't get no offers in the summer, none during the season, and then middle of January came around. Yo, you leaving? What time is it? Oh, I gotta get ready. But anyway, around January I got the Alabama offer.
Yeah.
And that's when it just started going.
Yeah.
And that's when I started on the camps and stuff too.
Water boy.
Each knows what it means to push more and dare more in the pursuit of their goals. Just like soldiers completing their missions in the United States Army.
And Israel, without further ado, in the words of the great philosophers, the Black Eyed Peas, let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming your 2018 U.S. Army All-American Ball Players and Band. Make some noise,
everybody! Present the Defensive Back of the Year Award to. Now listen to this name because you're going to hear it a lot. Bradley High.
What school? IMG. From where? IMG. We might go to Oklahoma, I don't know that.
Kia Naote Ote, linebacker, Bishop Gorman High School, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dax Holyfield, linebacker, Shelby High School, Shelby, North Carolina. Micah Parsons, linebacker, Harrisburg High School, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Isaac Taylor Stewart, linebacker, Helix High School, La Mesa, California. Xavier Thomas, defensive lineman, IMG Academy, Bradenton, Florida. And Taryn Vincent, defensive lineman, IMG Academy, Bradenton, Florida. And the American Family Insurance Defensive Player of the Year Award goes to Dax Holyfield. Micah Parsons is the guy we're looking for, ladies and gentlemen.
Way to go, Coach Cal! Way to go, Coach Cal! Yeah!
Wow. Let's get some photos.
Yeah, let's get them. Yes! Water boys! H2O! Yes! Wow! I want to hear the scream. Micah!
The recipient is Xavier Thomas. Yeah, let him hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Job well done. And here are the 6 finalists for the biggest award in all of high school football. Dax Holyfield, linebacker, Shelby High School, Shelby, North Carolina. Philip Jerkovic, quarterback, Jefferson High School, Gibsonia, Pennsylvania.
Receiver that keep talking about.
Darian Kendrick, wide receiver, Southport High School, Rockville, South Carolina. Trevor Lawrence, quarterback, Cartersville High School, Cartersville, Georgia. Micah Parsons, defensive lineman, Harrisburg High School, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And Emmanuel St. Brown, wide receiver, Mater Dei High School, Santa Ana, California. And now, the 2018 U.S. Army Player of the Year is TREVOR LAWRENCE.
I told him, I said, yo, you nominated for 2. I said, even if you don't win, don't worry about it. At least you made it to the table. You know what I mean? As long as you ride to the table, you win it. You know what I mean? And if you don't win nothing, that makes you work harder when you get to the next level. You know what I mean? He worked for it. He said he wasn't worried about it, but I know the back of his mind.
Like, well, you know, he heard your feedback. Did he have his own thoughts about it?
He was like that. He was like that. I ain't worried about it. I think that's the overlay. When you up for awards, you want to win. You know what I mean? And I think it threw him off earlier when he didn't win the the high school defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, I said, don't worry about it, man. Hey, you here. First person in Harrisburg history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It don't matter what happens tomorrow. You set a precedent. You know what I mean? Army game prestigious. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Hey, I'm just happy. It was all in God's plan, though.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I wasn't no football player. His mom was. You know what I mean? It was meant for him. It's amazing, man.
We were just putting it in perspective. When you look at like Google Earth and you look at the whole globe, the whole country, and then to narrow it down to one person, all those kids in the entire United States,
Yo.
to say he's the best defensive player, that's crazy. There you go.
You brought it back to the city, baby.
Back to the bag, right?
He's doing himself.
New York. That's a New York special.
Come follow your son. Which guy take that from?
It's a New York special.
Yes.
How y'all feeling, man?
I only got to take no pictures. I'm gonna let Hedo do it.
I ain't getting nobody none of them either. Alright?
Where mom at? They was sitting in the front. That's all I want.
Oh, let me get his indie. Let me get his indie.
Yo, Coach Cal got it. No, Cal got to get that picture, man. And the principal.
Oh, no.
Nah, buddy. You look good. Boom. Boom. Yeah, we got to get Boogie in here, too, man. Yeah. Good job, man. People that... Yes. Yes. That's dope, man. I'm going to send these pictures to you, Mike. Yeah, you going to get them all. You going to get them all. What? Come on, Mom. Hey, Mom, come on, Mom.
Angie.
All right, let Mom get in here. Come on, Mom.
Mom, my dad.
Mom, do that. What?
I know, right? I was like, I see the picture.
There we go. There we go. I got Big Bro in the shot.
Get it. I can't find my phone.
1, 2,
1, 2, 3. Awesome.
That's all.
These teams gonna have to get busy.
For real?
You got me deeper.
Are you serious? Okay, all right, no doubt.
How you know your mama don't want that?
She don't really keep in touch with the words, and I mean, if he ever need it, he know where to come get it from.
Yeah. Come over and take a picture in the front office.
That's what I'll do. I'll put it in the school.
Hold it up, coach.
Okay.
Hold it up.
Well, let me take a picture with y'all in it. Oh, it's already on. Come on. It's like
Yeah, man. My baby get love.
it's kids that don't got nobody here, man. That's dope.
Oh, I know.
What was it again?
Got that cowboy.
Good job, man.
Appreciate it.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
Eighth grade. Oh my God! Get this big shot. He might be next.
Cal, come here, Cal. Yo, what school you from?
Yes.
You from Louisville? You want to go to Pennsylvania?
Eighth grade. What position?
Baby blindside.
Left tackle.
Left tackle, baby blindside. You ever want to come to
Eighth grade. Left tackle. What should I do?
Hey, Hado.
Excuse me.
I'll do it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Told you, big star, man. We just gonna keep it rolling. It's part of the journey.
Keep proving them wrong, right?
Yes, sir.
So what are your thoughts, man? You know, what was your, thoughts, now or when they called your name or?
When I saw it was me, because, they messed up on the name, I was like, wow, for real. Like,
but your face was up there, that was correct. You had the right one.
I mean, it's just like a humbling and crazy experience, that like, I'm the defensive player of the year for at least the Army, but that's top 100 players in the world.
Yeah.
So like, you look at this.
Gotta go around. We gotta go around.
This is a restaurant.
So you look at this and you like, dang, it's crazy. It's like one of the times we just speechless. Like my heart was pounding. I was nervous. Yeah.
I thought they was gonna have y'all give speeches up there. Would you have been ready for that?
Nah, I'd have been ready. But it's all straight, man. Now tomorrow's game day. I'm locked in.
Hey, so one last thought. Tomorrow's game day. What's on your mind as you prepare yourself mentally to kind of, get to the business at hand? What's going through your mind about tomorrow?
I don't got no rap until after the game. Locked in, ready to go.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir. 717 Harrisburg, PA. We got one more job to do before we take that next step in the journey. One more job. This is the chapter. And then my high school chapter tomorrow, baby.
Shout out to Raw Sports.
Shout out to Raw Sports for documenting all this.
One of the things, we've had tons of conversations, about football and everything, but I want to know, let me know, who is Micah Parsons? Kind of step outside yourself and describe yourself. Who is Micah?
Me, if you were a close friend, you probably know that I'm a goofy person. I just play the game a lot. Now, we can talk about anything. Talk about school, talk about other athletes, just playing the game, kicking in, a bunch of jokes and everything, laid back, for real. Just chilling. I just be chilling, you know what I mean?
No doubt. And how do you think your friends would describe you? If you have some of your closest friends here, how do you think they describe you?
Character.
So are you that one? Are you the one that was just play too much, always joking?
Yeah, I'm that dude.
No doubt.
Yeah, you ask anybody out there, they tell me I'm the funniest dude up there. I reach out, play, you know what I mean?
No doubt. Harrisburg, I know you always repping the 717, wherever you go, social media and everything. Tell me about Harrisburg and where you come from. A lot of people don't know. A lot of these guys here come from other states and everything. They don't know nothing about Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Tell me about Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and your experience growing up in the city.
Growing up in Harrisburg, a small city. Everybody pretty much know everybody. If you that dude, everybody know you that dude. So growing up, being a good football player, basketball player, whatever, you're gonna have a lot of people that gonna hate on you. Then you're gonna have a lot of people that support you. So we got so much negativity, especially in the street life. Harrisburg is, if you just not doing nothing, you out in the streets, you're gonna get into something. You're just trying to get into something. You find your way into something. Mm-hmm. So the key was out of Harrisburg is sports. Do something, Mm-hmm. And then you got all your friends and stuff getting into other stuff, and they see they coming up off of drugs and money, and certain people they want hopping on drugs and money because they don't want to wait. Life's a process. You gotta build up to whatever you get, and Harrisburg's pretty much a lot of guys like that, a lot of highly talented people, gifted, that just throw away their life to drugs and money, and murder rate pretty high now. Yeah. A lot of people getting shot and killed, stabbed, God knows what. People getting incarcerated for just drugs, and a lot of overdoses and stuff. But Harrisburg, a small city, a lot of problems. So my thing was I don't need to get out of the way of Harrisburg.
What do you? You when you talk about statistics, for especially being a black male, and odds are, by some some cities, some big cities, people ain't living to even be 18. You know what I'm saying? Jail, murdered, all that kind of stuff. What does it mean for you to have like in the process of getting out of the city of Harrisburg? What does that mean?
I'd say about one. I don't even know the statistic, but I just know one out of every bunch of a group makes it. This year we had a few guys that's going to do really well. And that's the first, but I think that's because we grew up together. Like we grew up together, we bonded, and I think one of us, one of us got off task. I felt like this was a strong group this year and last year. But out of the 8 guys that's probably going to make it, that means about 40 of them that's not going to make it, and that's going to lead them either to the streets or something else that they're going to get into. It's just so much negativity. If the streets don't bring you life, you're just going to talk about it later. Man, I wish I had done things differently. And that's basically what Harrisburg is. A lot of people's stories that wish I would have done things differently.
Gotcha. I see you're a family-oriented, guy. You always talking about your family. Like I see your social media. You post a lot of things about your mom, seeing your mom smile and everything. If you can describe, just break down each of your family members. Your mom, dad. Tell me who they are. Your siblings. Just kind of tell me like a few things about them and kind of what they mean to you, each person.
So each sibling, I got my brother Terrence Parsons and my sister's Terry Parsons. My brother, he kind of like. When I was younger, I seen him do his little thing with the shorties and get in a little trouble, highly talented. So I felt like he was my lesson of the family. You know what I mean? I learned a few things from him, like not to get into, like we talk about all the time, like, you know what I mean? Staying out of trouble, staying focused on the path. And my sister, she like the rider of the family. Like she like real crazy. Like she really love everybody seeing somebody successful. You know what I mean? She one call away. She like the rider. Like the girl always kind of like the one I'm always down to fight if things go up.
She's about it.
Yeah, she about it. So that's what she is. And then my mom, she kind of like my best friend. I can talk to her about a lot. I come to her about a lot. And like she's just always there for me. I live with her, and like she just give me everything I want, and anything I need. She go grocery shopping. What you want?
You're a big baby, huh?
Like sometimes we just watch a movie together, eat dinner together. Like, she's like, you want to go out to dinner, and And then my dad, he kind of like my cool sidekick. You know what I mean? He kind of like a whatever dude, like whatever happens.
That sound like him too.
Yeah.
Whatever.
He just like whatever, like come on, like me and him, like we want to go see on the plane. He be like, all right, let me push this aside for you. We're gonna hop on the plane. We're gonna have whatever fun. Like and like we talk about a lot. Like he talked to me about his past experiences, like mistakes he made. So like he was like, so now I'm telling you my stories because like it's whatever for when you go. So he kind of like my sidekick for.
Yeah.
Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States.
Take this obligation literally. Okay. Without any what you see, what you see.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the players representing the East and West for the U.S. Army All-American Bowl. For the East, number 1, Darian Kendrick. For the West, number 1, Jaden Whitby. For the East, number 2, Patrick Sertain. For the West, number 2, Matt Corral. For the East, number 3, Mark Hope. For the West, number 4, Micah Parsons. For the East, number 4, James left number 5, Harold Track. For the East number 6, Josh Tuttle. For the West number 6, Isaac Taylor Stewart. For the East number 8, Tyson Campbell. For the West number 7, Brian Hightower. For the East number 9, George Tackett. For the West number 8, Amon St. Brown.
Back up a little bit, guys.
For the East number 10, Skyward DeLaw. For the West number 9, Liam O'Neill. For the East number 12, Jared Williams. For the West number 10, Ian Hamilton. For the East number 13, Tyrone Johnson. For the West number 11, Ronnie Perkins. For the East number 14, Josh Van.
They put it on ABC. You might see me on TV.
For the West number 12, Brennan Eagle. For the East number 15, Phil Jacoby. For the West number 13, Caden Stern. For the East number 16, Trevor Lawrence. For the West number 14, Tanner McKee. For the East number 17, Justin Escall. For the West number 15, Talanoa Munda. For the West number 16, Anthony Cook.
Just keep watching, all right?
For the East number 19, Xavier Thomas. For the West number 17, Jalen Lyle. For the East number 20, Derek Howard.
Let's go, JT.
For the West number 18, JT Daniel. For the East number 21, Jalen Hill. For the West number 20, Kelvin Joseph. For the East number 23, Micah Parsons. For the West number 21, Deshaun Walker. For the East number 24, Dallas King. For the West number 22, Cameron Brown. For the West number 76, Luke Matthew. Including several class and represent the total of 30 states. Conducting the national anthem is the leader and commander of the U.S. Army Field Band, Colonel Jim Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of our next takeoff.
You worked your ass off all week for this, man. That's showtime. Mike Stone, great crowd, national TV. Do this. You're the best of the best. The best of the best. It's still ball. It's still blocking. It's still tackling. Still making plays. And keep a score. Somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to lose. Earn the right to be the winner. Earn it. Compete every play. One play at a time. Have fun doing it, baby. Let's go. East side on 3. 1, 2, 3. East side. Let's go. Let's go. We loaded. Let's get it, baby.
Hey, y'all get a little quick flex and get your blood pumping.
Hey, up front, man, we gotta win. Y'all, come on, go.
Cypher said.
Down at the 33-yard line. First and 10 for you, ladies and gentlemen, 14-yard line.
Get it out. Get it out. Only got 10.
16, quarterback, TREVOR LAWRENCE around the back.
Get the field. Keep it aside. There you go.
You good, you good.
It's like run back. Run back. Good job. There we go. Good job.
Make it up, ball back.
Reflect back for me real quick. I've always wanted to talk to you about this. What are some of your earliest sports memories, and kind of like where did this sports journey begin for you? Because I know you didn't I know you didn't only play football. You like did other things as a kid. So what are some of your earliest memories from like being like a young boy playing sports?
Football and wrestling was probably my prime. I'll never forget, it was me and Moody, aka Jameer Thomas. That's still gonna be my right hand man.
Moo.
Yeah, until I die, you know what I mean? We grew up together. Me and him, We just did a year of Smokes. We came back the next year. We was gonna do Smurfs again. That's why I was always a year. I was always a year ahead of my group. Until high school, I caught up. They caught up or whatever. But not even that. My freshman year, I played varsity. So I was always like a year ahead of everybody. So we was warming up, and I'm like 5, so I still don't remember.
Like 5 years old?
Yeah, like 5. We was 5. Coach Hammond, I'm calling. He's like, "More than Mike, come here. Y'all too big to be down there. Come over here to the Commandos." Next thing you know, I'm toting that rock, scoring 4 touchdowns on Commandos.
What position were you back then?
I was running back in about linebacker DN type. Just came down, bomb,
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was like that.
That's funny. Where the name? I hear people say Waterboy. Where did Waterboy come from? Is that your nickname?
Yeah, that's my nickname.
Where did that evolve? Where did that nickname come from?
Basically, like what they be having to do now is like.
And it seemed like the people who call you that like really know you.
Yeah, they
you know what I'm saying. Like if people say Waterboy, it seems like they really know him from back in the day.
They from back in the day.
Yeah.
So we
like Moody's mom too. Like that's what she'll call you.
Still call me.
Yeah,
Waterboy.
exactly.
So basically, I be back there linebacker, and they just say, "Mike, you just gonna make a play." So I'm just back there. I'm running through gaps and stuff, hitting people in the backfield. They're like, "Waterboy," because Bobby Boucher.
Exactly.
He just be like, "Nah, I'm gonna go make a play." So that's basically how I got the name, and that just kind of stuck with me.
That's what's up. At what point, whether it was happened younger or like the middle school years, or at what point did you realize? I mean, people around you, I'm sure took notice, at whatever point. But when did you, in your own mind, realize I'm a little bit different? I have a gift. You know what I'm saying? When did you realize that you were a little bit different?
So believe it or not, my freshman year when I was LCD, it was like, "We want you on varsity." I said, "I don't want to play varsity. I want to play JV running back. I want to stick to my running back dreams." And they was like, "No."
So coming up, you was like your running back was in your mind.
Running back was in my mind. I wanted to be a running back, nothing more, nothing less. So it was like, "No, we would rather have you on defense." Political things. And I was like, "I don't really want to play defense." And I was like, "Just put me on JV running back, and I'll be cool." But they was like, "No, we're not gonna do that. We think it's best for the team." So anyway, I talked to my parents. I want to quit. Blah blah. They was like, "No, just play defense. Just play it out." Next thing you know, first play of the season, I go down. I'm in the second string. I come in, make a few plays, now I'm starting. I get an offer. So it's crazy how things work out.
Yeah. Just imagine if you'd be like, "Nah, I'm good."
What if I just quit? Like a lot of people would do.
Yeah.
So I said, "Nah, suck it out." Made big plays, started getting us in schools, and even then, it still didn't click. Like I'm like, yeah, I got offers, but I'm still trying to have fun. I'm a kid, so
yeah. You were about 14, 15, then something like that.
Yeah, so big life-changing story. I got into some altercation outside of school, and I started really reflecting on things. It's like things really worth it, and a lot of people started looking down on me at that point. And then that year, after that thing passed over, I kind of like, it's like, dang. Now I started seeing all the articles like 5-star, and I started seeing like the potential I had before that other people saw me that I didn't really seeing me. I'm like, damn, it's like the things I'm doing really worth it.
So you had some self-reflection.
Yeah. And then I started, and this was big for me, like I used to blame everything on everybody else, and I used to get caught up in that negativity that I'm trying to tell y'all about. Because my freshman year, my grades wasn't all that. Sophomore year, my grades really wasn't all that. I was like just getting by, C's, you know what I mean? Not really doing what I need to do. And then I started reflecting, in school, it's like, you gotta get your grades right for you to play. You don't really look at it. So now I'm like, dang, I'm an average student, like I'm barely making it, not really doing what I need to. I'm starting to get in trouble. So then I look, one day I was talking to my dad and I was like, it's my fault that it's like this. And he said, believe it or not, son, you just made a big step in your life. And it all started that day. And I was just like, yeah, it's my fault.
So you acknowledged that day and took some accountability for your choices.
It was my fault, yeah. Because I was putting myself in a situation. Nobody else put me in it. I wasn't doing the work. Nobody else was going to do my work for me.
And do you think that was like a turning point in your life as it relates to?
So after I seen like my potential, my sophomore year, I came in my junior year, said, I'm done with the BS. I'm going to crack down on my work. I'm going to do what I got to do. So first marking period out CD, the people was like, I'm actually surprised that you doing all your work. Like I got like straight A's and everything else. Like, yeah, when I try, I'm gonna get this money. You know what I mean? I said, I got things I gotta do. I'm trying to make
I'm on a mission.
So,
and this is a part of the process, and you realize that.
It was just another adversity thing. Middle of my junior year, that racial slur, and my arm was already moving and stuff. That's what people don't know. Things happen. And I was like, dang, this is another hump that I gotta get over. I can't play. I just sat out my sophomore year. So man, I was like, dang, like one thing after another, like, is it really worth it? And you know, I just stayed true. And then when I came to Harrisburg, everybody was like, that's okay, Mikey, like you good. Like, come on, like you got this, we supporting you. I came in and I think that's when my future just went on a whole nother level. Cause at CD, even though I was a good player, I just feel like I ain't had that support that I got at Harrisburg. That mental and emotional support that you just need as a player.
Yeah.
I mean, so I think that was the accountability. Once you take accountability for your actions and just be like, I'm gonna start doing this. That's when you're gonna do it. It's like, how are you gonna keep doing it? Then once I saw my progression, it's like you lifting weights and you starting to see like, oh damn, I'm starting to get
starting
big.
to see your games.
I'm feeling good. Like, that's how it was
Get
for
you
me.
more motivated.
That's how it was for me academically. I started seeing good grades and my mom was like, oh my God, son, I'm so proud of you and stuff like that. So then I'm like, man, I gotta keep this now. And then I started seeing my GPA go higher and higher. And then I started seeing more schools.
Incentives, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like,
seeing the fruits of your labor, you know what I mean?
My thing is like, I wish I'd have started earlier.
Yeah.
Like now, I ended my senior year with like almost a 3.5 GPA. Like that, my senior year I had a 3.5. Like each year I improved. So like, that's what I'm trying to say. Just start from the beginning.
One other thing before I let you go, and then we'll continue the conversation. It's a good conversation. I was always curious as well because I had before we had started to hang out, and I saw started to hang out with you on camera and meet your family and everything. I'd always heard about yo, this young kid, he got an offer from Penn State, because you said that kind of came around like your 9th grade year. Like at what point did you start to gain like that national attention that led to like an offer around, and then how did that happen?
That's kind of like why I committed early, because like I had the publicity and stuff.
Like where from? Like how? Like how was you gaining that type of publicity? Like from camps and stuff?
Just saw my play.
Like which one?
Penn State, they saw me first. I guess people in the crowd know people. Like a lot of people like, hey, you gotta come see this kid. Heard about this kid play.
From where? Like from seeing you at at camps and stuff.
CD. That's all it was. I didn't go to no camps my freshman or sophomore year.
Oh, so you wasn't like out there at the camps and with the number, doing this and that, social media. It was just from.
That's what I'm gonna say. If you know how to ball, people won't find you. I mean, they didn't know me from a dime a dozen. They just saw me playing, and people started texting each other. Hey,
and you wasn't from out there.
Yeah, you see them play. You see them play, Bob.
So word just traveled.
Word just traveled. Wow. You gotta think the word is a strong word.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, I didn't go to a camp my junior year. I'm about to tell you this. My sophomore year, I started getting offer after offer.
Wow.
I had like 6 offers. At the end of my freshman year. Sophomore year came around. I ain't get no offers in the summer, none in the during the season, and then middle of January came around. Yo, you leaving? What time is it? Oh, I gotta get ready.
Right.
But
we'll
anyway, around January I got the Alabama offer.
Yeah.
And that's when it just started going. Yeah. And that's when I started on the camps and stuff too.
Can you say on my forehead? Oh, yeah.
No, you can have it. Appreciate it. Looking out. Get this one, big star.
Am I on the TV? You don't play?
Turn around, let me see. Let me take a picture, hold on.
Oh, what? Wait, hey, no, don't be like that. Let me have one. You keep that, bro. No, let me have one. I don't be like that. Can you say that?
Give it to him.
Here, hold this. No, you better give me one. Hey, dude. Oh, you're the best.
Get one, Angela. Tell him thank you.
What? That's a Okay, let him keep it.
Go sign it?
Yeah.
You want to sign?
What else can you do? Can I have a jersey?
Oh, no, I gotta get into it.
Damn it!
Sign that one, Mike.
Who else did you give me?
That's dope.
Thanks, bro. Man. Dude, at least
Next star, you gotta get one of me and get a picture of me and Parsons, all right?
Hey, bro, it's alright.
Good looking.
Sign my hat. We'll just keep it in the
No. He's gonna need them or he wouldn't have gave them to you.
Man.
He said he's gonna need these.
He said he's gonna need these.
That's cool.
He can't give it to you.
Ready to see in blue and white, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
One of those
It doesn't matter. You can put it anywhere.
come down here. That's what they're doing.
Good game today.
Thank you. You gotta go from the escalator.
Thank you.
No problem. Thanks. You gotta go. You want on the board or the picture?
On the picture.
Thank you.
Turn around. Let me sign it on you.
Let me see your back.
Turn around. He go right over your back. Yeah. Now you're gonna have to walk out barefoot. Can he just take a quick picture? He just wants to take a quick picture. Okay. Go take a picture with you. Turn around. Curtis, you gonna do it too? Curtis, look at him.
You mind if I get that? Thank you. Get up, ask somebody for a penny.
Saw stuff I'll never need again. What's your problem? Here with my cleats, my
I know, I've seen that. I said, he only gave you one cleat, and they gave it to another dude, too. That's what I'm waiting for. That's
Mike, you need to picture. Mike. She's waiting for some time. Go ahead, baby. You're too late, huh? Come on this side, Mike. Give me your pen. Try to get my pen. Oh, this hurts.
I'm just put off this.
Oh, okay.
I went in the Army and now I'm here. Thank you. Yeah, I'll get right back to you.
Take it up.
Stop! Why y'all
Finish, hurry up.
There you go. I know.
Take a selfie.
Come on, Mike, hurry up.
He's over there giving
All y'all up in 2 seconds. As soon as we back the flip,
I'm on the pitch tape. I tell you, if I see y'all, there's so much gear in there, I just bring it up to you.